So game design, I'm going to tell you right now, probably is not ever going to pay money, even if you invest. This is the reason I don't have rent this month. You say it's crazy, you say it's this, you say it's that. But I kind of was under the impression that I was some kind of Ultraman, some kind of Ubermensch that did not need to live indoors, so I bought toys like a dumbass. And we're going to see, like, well, if anybody has stayed in anything. So, we talk about Giraffe down quite a bit. Here are the two guys. Let's see here. Yeah. Here are the two guys for a different level of Giraffe down. Two guys for a different level of Giraffe down from Monsters. I think Monsters Inc. And if I am looking around, that's a lot of self-care stuff that I need to do when I don't have water at the moment. Like I was saying, this game it may not be worth it. There's Superman who's called in for support. Superman who is called in for support. Don't let this make you homeless. That's actually me with a cell phone, and I found that guy. I can't totally see. I found this guy on the ground, so that I thought it was weird. Maybe Giraffe down is telling me that I need to get a cell phone and call 211 or something. So here's the elephant. There's the elephant. There's the elephant. It is quite a bit bigger than the others. I have a measuring tape that I set about 7 inches. About 7 inches. So usually when I roll, it is at 6 inches at the most. But these characters can have a speed multiplier like Dungeons and Dragons, so it might temporarily go up to like 11 or whatever. Tape measure a little bit easier to use than a ruler, probably because it costs more. Better device. Last thing I did was I took a deck of playing cards and turned them into a set of dice. So I'm going to show you how that works. I don't have enough room to set up a staging area. And remember from the videos that nothing comes off the table unless it's through character actions. Not player actions, but character actions. You have to go through their combat actions, roll to remove anything from the table. Look at the deck. As a queen, has got the number 4 on it, so if I were to draw the queen, I would get the first dice roll 4. Like this one is 1. On my movement, I got 1. On my combat actions, I got a 4. So all I did, I mean, it's kind of a complicated equation when I started thinking about it. It's 54, you keep 2 jokers in, it's 54 divided by X equals 6. That turns out to be 9. So you can take a deck of 54 cards and with 2 jokers in, take a deck of 54 cards and divide it into 9 piles of 6. 54 cards, 9 piles of 6. So you then can label those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. And or you can just take your deck of 52 or 54 or less. It doesn't matter. Like maybe you lost some cards. It really doesn't matter. Just go through with a. I thought I had a Sharpie marker. You're going to need a Sharpie marker too to do that. See? New Sharpie and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However many playing cards you got. Okay. Then instead of running 2 different colored dice, or rolling a dice 2 times, one for movement, one for combat actions, you're drawing cards. So that cost me about 20 bucks. I also had found a part on the ground, if I have it still, a car part or something on the ground. There it is. That represents in this stage, Elephant Loosed represents the Crucible. A simplified version of Elephant Loosed. The complicated version is that he's on the loose in a subway. He's set up around here. He is upset because the electronic activation unit is offline. So he's kind of up next to it, butting against it as a default movement. Second default movement is that he will run off and attack. He's going to try to hit this 3 or 4 times. On the 4th time, the electronic device is deactivated. If any character is within 10 inches, he'll run off and attack the closest character. With his only attack is a tusk thrust. Keep it non-complicated until you run it on AI. So that's pretty much the staging area. And like I said, your characters start right about 11 inches away, so they can think about moving around or from in. And that might keep the elephant back here. Your characters have plenty of space. So that is the simplified version of Elephant Loosed. New stage from Giraffe down. The original stage was with different cast of minis that comes from Dollar Tree. It's called Rock Garden Panic. That takes place in Montgomery County, Georgia. Simplified Elephant Loosed takes place around Stone Mountain, Georgia, and especially Stone Mountain, Georgia. And complicated version of Elephant Loosed in the subway takes place in NYC. Those videos are publicly available. They can be fun, but then again, if you're facing some really bad issues with money, I don't recommend spending your monies. Don't recommend spending your monies on even a $20 version of Dungeons and Dragons that I developed. I don't recommend buying D&D, and I don't recommend buying a copy of Space Hulk, and I don't recommend ever really getting into anything worse.